Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the S3 Hangout for uh, today, this Thursday. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. Just a couple of things we want to talk about tonight. Just a little bit about me. I've been online for about the last 3 years. Haven't been able to do a whole lot with it per se because I didn't have the right team. And now that I have discovered the right team, I am ready to rock and roll. So I am very stoked about what we have to offer with this team and this program. And I hope that you will take the opportunity to, do a deep dive, stretch yourself, grow yourself. That's kind of the theme for me. I've spent the last 20 years as an educator, and my strong suit is personal and professional development. So that's kind of where I focus. With the S3 program, we are moving light speed ahead. We are in a situation where we are able to utilize the S3 method and not have to recruit, and that's the beauty of this program. We don't have to recruit anyone, so we're able to make money without recruiting and build leverage in the process. Just a couple of housekeeping issues. We have noticed in several of the chat messages that there are questions that are being asked about repetitive things. And the thing that most commonly comes up is the issue with AWeber and sometimes with PLS. Our request is that everyone really takes initiative and stretches themselves and tries to learn some things and make sure that you're keeping up with the chat messages, with the information that we relay on these Zooms, and make sure that you are keeping up with the replays. That's a huge thing, because a lot of the questions that come into the chat are repetitive in nature, and they've already been addressed, whether by Amanda in one of the trainings or Jason. But the biggest thing is we want you to really take some initiative and step out on a limb and really grow yourself. The other thing is this mastermind is amazing. I have never seen a group of people who are so willing to jump out and help each other and go the extra mile for each other. And that, to me, is the hallmark of what makes a good team great. So kudos to Amanda for bringing us all together and putting us in a position where we can all win. So I strongly feel very positively about this team and where we're headed. And that's the beauty. Some people have been messaging me and saying, what's happened with all of these things that we've been doing. And my answer is very simple. The past is the past. We're moving forward. And regardless of what is plugged in that situation, we are going to go full speed ahead, because nothing can, it's interchangeable. Anything can be placed in place of the system that we were using, even though we're probably going to be using it once the issues are ironed out. But it's plug and play. It's not about a specific program, and that's the thing that I've been trying to help people realize. It's not about a specific thing inside doing any of the different programs. It's about growing you. It's about stretching you. It's about who you become in the process. And one of the things that has really been on my mind this week, as far as our mastermind's concerned, is what are you doing on a daily basis to grow yourself? Only you can answer that. I know for me, I'm trying to get in and knock out these videos. And to be honest, I'm not stopping at one video a day. I know that we have a video that we're posting, but at the same time, I'm looking for multiple opportunities, because I have learned that if you are able to, uh, if you're able to multiply the things that you're doing instead of just doing one a day, maybe you can knock out two, possibly three. You're going to get better in the process. And as you get better, your business is going to get better. That's just how it is. Jason, do you want to chime in on anything here?
Yeah, Scott, you pretty much nailed everything, man. You nailed it to a T. I just really want everybody to make sure they're focused. They stay on top of the replays. I know yesterday I seen people again talking about 100K and stuff like that in the private mastermind chat. Do not do that, guys. Keep that stuff out of there. It's not what it's for. We have a group for that. Also, I've had some Aweber questions. Guys, for basic Aweber questions, some of this stuff, guys, you can literally play around in Aweber for 20, 30 minutes and figure a lot of this stuff out. So a lot of you guys are just not taking the time to do that. Make sure you do that. When you get spare time, go in. You can learn it. They have a help and support tab, and it's great. You can literally learn everything in Aweber in their help tabs in there. And also, they have a wonderful customer service that if you call, those people will guide you and help you. That's how I learned it. I never went to my sponsor about learning PLS or Aweber. I really did learn it on my own. And if you're still stuck, YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. Everything that I've done for you on PLS and Aweber is on YouTube. You don't even that's a little secret there I'm letting out of the bag. A lot of this stuff is literally in front of you. You just got to get your mind to train in this business to be able to multitask and be able to. Now, first, of course, your head's going to be spinning, but then you just get used to it. And I don't even think about it. Like my whole day, I'm multitasking. I don't even think about it. I really don't. And it's just like a normal day to me. It doesn't. I'm not stressed. If stuff happens, because I've been through, online issues before, like with our other program that we had. I mean, it doesn't even bother me. It doesn't affect me at all. Like I know new people, you guys haven't been some of you haven't been through it, and it takes a little bit of kind of understanding that. But once you get through it, you guys are going to be like, it's not even going to bother you. You're going to be like, hey, Amanda, what else we doing? Just bring it. Just bring it. And that's about it, Scott. I'm going to throw it back to you. I just kind of wanted to let folks know. But we've got a great group. I just want to stress that real quick. Our group's phenomenal. You guys are awesome. You're killing it. Like literally to have, what are we at now? 50-something affiliates in our private mastermind? I mean, and just about everybody's got their funnel set up. Everybody, what are we, Scott? 10 days in?
Roughly.
11 days in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, we still got a long time to go. Long time to go. And Amanda's fixing to be going on a trip next week. So if you've got any questions, make sure it's me or Scott, while she's going. Do not bother her with questions. I don't want to see anybody bothering her. If I find out you are, you will be removed from the group. So starting Tuesday next week to the end of the month, nobody message Amanda, okay? Me and Scott can handle all your questions, okay? And go ahead, Scott.
I appreciate you stepping in there, Jason. Yeah, this whole mastermind is about growing yourself and putting yourself in a position where you're able to step up and do the things that Jason and I are doing. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm young to this program, but I see so much potential. I see so much opportunity, and I see so many of the interchanging parts that I have taken it and run with it, and I am absolutely loving every minute of it. I love watching the individuals in the chat and seeing how those things are, how you're developing and how you're learning these skills, and you're posting the things that we discuss in that chat room, and listening to everybody comment and everybody encourage. That this team is something special, guys, and I hope that you all truly believe that. I really do. I've been a part of several different companies, and I will be totally honest. I have never seen the support. I've never seen the encouragement. I've never seen anything like this in any opportunity that I've been a part of. And that's just it. That's the system mentality. See, you can either try and build a system, or you can just kind of fall into somebody else's system. As you grow, as you develop, as you begin getting new skills and things like that, you are going to cultivate your own system. It will be your system. And that's what's going to help you move forward. And as you do that, I think you will begin to see how this kind of opens up. You're learning things like YouTube and how to market on YouTube. You're learning how to market on Facebook. You're learning how to use other forms of social media to engage people and bring them to you based on who you are. That's what this is all about. When you're marketing, when you're talking to other people, it should be about who you are. It should be about how you invest in other people, because people don't buy a product, they buy you. And when you make yourself better, that puts you in a position where you're able to add value to other people. And that's kind of been the whole thing with me in this process. I have grown more in the past probably 3 to 4 weeks than I've grown in the past 3 to 4 years as far as online marketing is concerned. And I am eternally grateful to Amanda for putting me in that position to stretch me and say, okay, you want to learn this? Here, go. And okay, let's go do it. And then you learn the tricks of the trade, posting these videos to YouTube, learning about keywords, learning about different products and things like that are available to you to help you market the system that you want to promote. That to me is invaluable. But the whole thing the whole premise of this is make sure that you have a system and that you're really developing your system. Make sure that you are investing in your team, and make sure that you are working with that team as often as you can. Most of us have jobs. We understand that. We're not gonna chastise you because you have a job. I work a full-time job and a part-time job. But I tell you, I love doing these videos. I love being a part of this program. I love learning about how I can expand myself and grow myself so that I have the opportunity to influence others. And being in this situation with you guys, this has been one of the biggest growth curves for me since I have been online the past 3 years. Moral of the story, you need to keep in mind that we have multiple sources of income with the S3 method. And being a part of this mastermind, pay attention to the details and how to put those things in place. When you put those things in place, when you kind of see it from that 30,000 foot view, and you're able to see the individual pieces and parts in that process, things will start to lay out in front of you, and the momentum will just keep going and going and going. And pretty soon you're running full steam ahead. There is a illustration about that where, a train can be stopped with a rock. If it's sitting still, it can never get into motion by strategically placing a rock in front of the wheel. But at the same time, if you have a full speed locomotive barreling down the tracks, not even a concrete wall can stop it. So focus on the process. Focus on putting yourself out there. Focus on stepping outside of your comfort zone. I challenge every single one of you who are watching this, step outside of your comfort zone. Get out there, do something you've never done, and just embrace the process. Just embrace the process. I assure you, when you do, you will be transformed as you move forward. So that's all I've got for tonight. Jason, do you have anything to add?
Oh, I had a couple of things I wanted to say. I'm still here.
I'm sorry, Amanda.
No, that's okay. That's okay, Scott. That's okay. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm extremely I'm proud. I feel proud, and not only that, I feel, what's the other word? Just I'm very passionate about this because it was just so many restless nights of not knowing what to do or how to do things. And you know, we have a long ways to go. We're just getting started, and there's a lot to still learn, and there's a lot to implement on a daily basis just to start moving forward. But what I want to do is just make this as exciting and enjoyable for everyone as we learn and as we move forward. I think we went over our 50 people for this team, and actually we're probably going to start maybe having to remove people that are not completely participating, because it is about holding people accountable and making sure that people aren't wasting our time or taking for granted what it is that we have, because this is magical and a lot of people are going to do very well, and a lot of people are going to earn a lot of money just applying the simple steps and strategies that I lay out. It's just really exciting. It really is. And I want to thank everyone that made a commitment to be a part of this. You know, I was telling a lady today, you know, what she said to me? She said, you didn't have to do this for people. You know, you don't have to do masterminds and have daily meetings. It's just great that there's a leader in the industry that's willing to put that time aside. And it feels so good to be appreciated, you know, because you don't get that a lot. You get people that they hold you hostage once they pay $100 and they really don't want to learn. They want you to do everything, or they want you to do it for them. And that's not what online is about. It's about learning a little every day and applying a little bit every day until it starts to have that snowball effect that doesn't stop. That's what it's all about. And you're not going to learn everything overnight. And then you're going to learn some things that are really useless, and then you're going to learn some things that are extremely powerful. And that's why I have this mastermind, is just to take out the guessing game, take away the guessing game, and take out the stuff that you really don't need, and making it as painful as possible through the process. So I'm just happy. I'm just excited, and we have a lot to do. We have a lot of work to do, but we are all moving in the right direction. And you just have to have faith and believe that it works, because that's where it was with me, you know, wondering, oh gosh, am I wasting my time? YOLO, you only got one life to live. Where am I wasting it? But it's definitely worth the journey. And people know just the simple things that I know people pay me for. You know, I charge an hour for 1 hour, $297 for 1 hour training, for things that I can do with my eyes closed that you guys are going to be able to learn. And you can charge people for it, you know, whatever you want, whatever you feel your time is worth. I had a 7-figure earner. He said, listen, I heard you made like 100,000 in 2 months, 2.5 months. He goes, your hourly rate is like $3,500 an hour. And it was just so funny, because when you really think of it, it's the truth. Now, like, there's some people that are not going to pay anything like that. But when you really think of what you have and what you're able to teach people and how powerful the information is, it's just unstoppable. You know, when you learn how to do the things that you do, that 97% of the people online don't know how to do, it is extremely powerful. There's so many people that are afraid not to just speak online, just to show their face, just to put their face in the camera. They cannot do it. So you're literally 1,000 steps ahead of the people that won't even get in front of the camera or participate in a hangout. And that's just amazing. I just want to really quick give a shout out to the people that I see on a daily basis here that are participating: David, Angela, Jay, Sandra, Roger, Cheryl, we have Ron, Wanda, Amy, Janelle, Gloria, Latria, Scott, Jason, Sue, Vicky. These are people that are always here. Derek, thanks so much for coming out. Sue, Alicia, Lori. I just want to say thank you, Willie. Thank you so much for participating and making a commitment to blow this thing out the water, because let me tell you, 6 months from now, you guys are probably going to sit back and be like, oh, I could take a break now. But it's going to be absolutely amazing. We just got to, I told this lady today, most people don't get past the first 60 days. They don't make it 90%. So we are definitely heading in the right direction. And CJ, he's been with me since the beginning of time. Thanks so much, CJ. So I'm just extremely excited. And we have a lot of things to go on. When I come back from vacation, we're going to speed things up a little bit. And it's going to be a little bit stressful, but it's going to be worth it. So we're going to speed things up. Like Scott was saying, he doubled up on some things. We're going to start doubling up. And I'm not going to do it for the entire blitz, but we're going to do it for like 2 weeks out of the month. Okay. So we're going to do a week, take a break, and kind of slow down again and then pick back up. Okay. And that's just going to allow things to move much faster. So we're going to implement that and just really keep moving forward. So I just want to say thank you. And Scott, you have any last words you want to say before we wrap it up? Okay, there you go.
Just embrace the process, guys. That's all I can say. Embrace the process. Amanda is putting us in the position to win. And as long as you embrace the process and just go forward, just keep moving. That's all you got to do is just keep moving. Moving.
And that's the thing, Scott, what I was telling someone the other day is, when I first came into the online industry, I just wanted to make money. It wasn't even about helping anyone. I just wanted out of my job. The lady that I was working with, she was getting on my nerves and my back was against the wall. So I made a lot of silly mistakes because I was really chasing the money. Okay. That went on for about 1.5 years. I was pumping money into anything that I thought was going to work. And that's where you're wrong, because we know we're all here because we want to make more money, right? But we have to take it one step further, which is giving people value, helping others, and teaching them the way. And then once you start doing that, the money just comes. It's one of those things that just happens on its own, so you don't have to chase the money. So when I stopped chasing the money, and that was after losing a ton of money, and I just started sharing my story and what it is that I wanted to do, and I believed in what I was doing, that's when things changed for me. And then I'm like telling people, oh, it's easy to do this. Like, yeah, I can help you. And I at first I was just helping people for free. I wasn't charging people anything. I just wanted to help everybody. And I'm like, you guys just take a look at it. Like, it's just awesome, And I started using some of the trainings that I had purchased that I never used because I was just really after the money. How much I have to spend to make money? And it was like, oh, well, it doesn't always work that way. You can't always just put money into something and just spit money out of it. You have to give value. You have to get people to know, like, and trust you, and you have to grow your business. So I just started growing. How many links do I have to put out a day? How much stuff I have to do? Just tell me and I'll do it. And once I started doing that, things just started to come together. And that's what I want for everyone here. I want it to be where you just wake up and you don't even have to think about the money no more. You're just thinking about the next person you have to help. Who contacted me last night that I need to reach back out to? Or who do I need to send an email to today that needed my help? Or who I had to do a hangout, get on a couple of one-on-one hangouts to help somebody set up their funnel or whatever it may be. So that's where we're moving, and that's what's going to allow everyone here to really start applying themselves and earning consistently. So I'm not on video today because my hair is standing on top of my head. I am getting ready for this. I'm getting ready for this trip, but I just wanted to throw that out there and say that I feel honored and I'm extremely grateful. And we're going to just keep moving forward. So I just put the video that Jason did last week. It's now in the chat room if you guys want to go check it out. And we will see you guys again tomorrow. So everyone have a great night, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.